as you know, we're here for the City of Fremantle project. Alex Hyman at the City wants to get a really good baseline of data about what the community awareness is of how we can sort our rubbish. Come on in. These guys are just sorting all the different waste types into the different bins.
Okay, so we're just sorting.
Yeah, rip open a bag and see what you find and chuck it in the bin.
Lovely.
This is a green lid bin, which here in City of Fremantle, which is part of the South Metropolitan Regional Council, means that it's a compost bin. So ideally this bin will be full of garden clippings and food scraps, and maybe some sanitary waste if the house has got sanitary waste. What we've got in here though is a whole lot of plastic. This household's doing what many of us do, which is wrap all of their waste into old plastic bags that they've collected at the shops. Unfortunately, these plastic bags are just contaminating that composting process. Better option would be there is to actually wrap the waste in newspaper, which is biodegradable. Yeah, so that one we're actually putting into plastic because inside the Tetra Pak, that's actually plastic, cardboard and foil lined. So you've got 3 different types of materials there that don't make any sense for recovering the resources for afterwards. So we're going to put those in the plastic today. Someone's dog would have liked that one. We do get some clothing coming through the green bins, and that's good because clothing in the green bin keeps the compost stream clean, and even if it does have some nylon in it, it's better than going into the recycling where it wreaks havoc with the machinery that sorts out the waste. Coffee pods are really tricky. These we're actually separating out because they're such a nightmare that we want to capture them differently. So a coffee pod is metal, maybe plastic lined, and then it's full of the organic matter. So again, not easy to recycle, taking up a lot of space to package and get out to us, and all for a little bit of convenience. It doesn't really add up. Everything comes in plastic. Yep, plastic, mainly plastic. A little bit of aluminium in there.
Throw that in my recycling bin at home?
At home? Yep, sure would. So yummy. I've got a bit of meat here. In with the plastic. So again, the plastic's just causing havoc for the composting process. So this is our plastic bag stash that we'll count. We're keeping an eye out for bags that say degradable or biodegradable. These actually just break down into tiny, tiny bits of plastic. They're not breaking down in a way that's helpful to the environment. They're actually just causing a contamination issue that otherwise would just be a litter issue. Definitely the grossest part of the day is counting the plastic bags because they collect all the meat juices and other skanky things. Thank you. The main thing is just that we don't want any plastics, any glass, any metal in the green top bins. We want loose or newspaper wrapped green waste and sanitary waste in the green top bins. Oops. Yep, this is a yellow top bin. So when you throw cans in the bin, you just need to give it a quick rinse. Yellow bin looks great. Yep, really happy with this. People understand that the yellow bin's for recycling. Light globes, so that's an incandescent light globe or a halogen light globe. So that one we're going to put in the glass. CFLs are much more efficient than our old style halogens and incandescents. They save us a lot of energy, but they also carry a great health risk. These are full of mercury. If this breaks, we'd have to evacuate the room. So rather than have that risk of that breakage, what I'd recommend is people buy LEDs. The main thing on the hazardous waste front to keep an eye out for is batteries. Batteries are hugely toxic, and the last thing we want is for them to leach into our soils and get back to our waterways. So this is a sample of some of the e-waste that's come through this week. Again, this stuff has toxics in it, and it also has an awful lot of resources, time and effort that's gone into making them, and these things are all still quite useful quite often. You don't want to put these into the bin system. You do want to find out an appropriate way to dispose of them. If you jump onto recyclingnearyou.com, you can start to get an idea of some of those services that are out there, or have a look at your local council's calendar of waste services each year, and that's also listing those options for you. Yep, thanks. That's our plastic bag tally so that we know exactly how many plastic bags are out there floating around in people's bins And next year, if we have a plastic ban come into place for the plastic bags, then we'll be able to measure that progress and see where we're at.
Step right up to knock on your door. Instead I peeked through the window and I thought I saw my baby honey, my baby honey cried, laying there alone and crying for me. Honey, you got me on my knees. I'm crying back to what used to be.